Is poverty in Nigeria a mindset problem or a government failure? Welcome back to Mindset vs Reality, the show where expectation meets exposure. I'm your host, for Destiny, and I'm joined with me today with my guest, Mr. Manfu by my right and Vena by my left. And today's episode is fire. So I'm going to ask, let me start with you, Mr. Manfu. What do you personally think is the reason for financial struggle in our country today, Nigeria? Is it really a mindset problem or what is it?
Is that even a question? You're talking about poverty, and you think that the government doesn't have anything to do with it. First of all, 100% is the government problem. You see people going through a lot, like person we no get money for this Nigeria. Who is supposed to blame? The government. We don't have employment, we don't have social amenities. I mean, now this is 2026, they are campaigning for 2027, right? They don't even care about us.
What makes you feel like just because someone is poor, it's solely the government's fault? No, you can't say that. Person's personality and mindset matters a whole lot too. You cannot have a very poor mindset. Most people are just naturally born with like a very poor mentality. Not because they're born poor, but because that is what they choose, that's what they decide. You have the ability to choose. Either you want to be poor or you want to be rich. And that ability that you have is your mindset. What are you thinking? What are you capable of doing?
I don't agree with you.
Really?
You're saying that poverty is a mindset problem. How? How is it a mindset problem? For crying out loud. Now, you're looking at a country where people are literally suffering. Now, let me give you a perfect example. There is this kind of onions. Normally, onions is not supposed to irritate our eyes because of where onions is being planted, right? It's planted in a sulfuric soil and a soil full of iodine. That's why when you grow onions and you cut it, it stings your eye because of the environment. When you take it away from there, we have white onions, and white onions do not sting the eye. The point I'm trying to make in essence is the environment we find ourselves, which is the government, the bad leadership, the corruption, is what causes the poverty. That is why you see that Nigeria has amazing resources, but yet the citizens are poor. It's bad leadership.
I think
It's not a mindset problem. So what are you saying?
Hold on.
I feel like you're just talking about all of this onion shit. Because listen to me. Yes, whatever you said about onions, the soil and all of that, but at the end of the day, they both grow into onions. They both grow into onions, and when they do, they're still used for the same purposes, irrespective of whether they sting or not. And that is what matters. The mentality, the mindset. Okay, yes, you have a white onion and you have a purple onion. One stings the eye and the other doesn't. It's left for you to think to yourself, are you going to wear glasses to cut this purple onion, or are you going to cut it that way?
Yeah, that's strategy.
That's strategy right there. That is mindset. That is it's logic.
Brenda, can I ask you one question? Can I answer one question?
Yeah, you can.
If you're poor in 2026, is it your fault or the government's fault?
Now, is it about
the
the
government
way
did not give you? You went in 2026 apparently. So like anybody that's poor, let me use it for example, because obviously I know very well that I won't say you're poor, but right now the way you sound is as if you're poor. Because the thing is that for crying out loud, you can't be saying it's a mindset problem when you don't want to admit to the fact that the government has failed us. It's the failure of government.
From what you just said now, I'm beginning to question that you even know the meaning of poverty. Do you even know the meaning of poverty? Like, poverty is not always like totally about money, because as it seems right now, I think you have a very poor mentality. Like your brain is like stinking from poverty because it doesn't make any sense at all. What exactly are you trying to say? Are you aware that two people can come from very poor backgrounds? They can come from really poor places where their families have no money, nothing at all. But then at the end of the day, you see one doing better than the other. Why? The mindset, the mentality, the way they think, what they decided to do with their time. You can't sit down. And let me tell you something. There were people, when the government was bad, it was around 2020, 2022, 2023. So many people out
Well, the
there.
government is still bad.
It's still bad now. That's exactly. Let me tell you my point. Years back, like a couple of years ago, there were so many people who were sitting down and they were saying, oh my God, the government is so bad, the government is so horrible, what do you want us to do? There are no jobs and all of that. But then there was someone out there who, irrespective of the bad governance, started to build her own brand, build his own self, build something for himself, started something irrespective of the bad governance, and is now doing very well for himself, irrespective of how terrible the government is. But then the other person who kept on sitting down and waiting for the government to get better, saying, oh yeah, maybe probably when you know that they change the president in a couple of 4 years, it's probably going to be better. But hello, where the fuck are we now? Look at how bad the economy has gotten. Look at how the naira, our naira isn't even worth shit anymore.
What do you have to say
And you
about that,
expect
Mr.
someone to
Manfo?
sit down and say, oh yeah, I'm poor because, you know, the government is shit. Like, you know, no. What did you do, irrespective of the bad governance?
No, let me
Now,
ask you first. Let me
okay,
ask you first.
what's
At
the
what
question?
point does personal responsibility end and structural failure begin?
At what point does personal responsibility and structural failure?
From the day you're
begin?
born.
I think it starts from your family, and a greater part from it starts from the government. It has nothing to do with your mindset. Now, let me tell you why I said so. Now, you see, why do you think individuals go outside Nigeria? Why do you think individuals want to like travel? I won't go abroad, though. After I won't go outside the country. Why? Why do you think they want to? Why is it that doctors that are
Why
smart?
are we
No, listen,
forgetting-
listen. Let me finish.
Why?
Let me finish.
Okay.
When you're talking, I didn't interrupt you. Let me finish. Now, see, why is it that doctors who are smart, I mean, brainy guys, smart engineers, they run outside Nigeria, run away from Nigeria. They are going to greener pastures. Why? But they are smart. They have good
Why
mindset.
do you call it greener pasture?
Come on. Should you be asking me the question? Why do I call it
like,
greener
tell us
pastures?
why you call abroad greener pasture.
Bro, let me tell you, there's certain factors that lead to why we call it greener pasture. Number one, good governance. Number two, the corruption is low. Number three, you are in a level playing ground where you have the fair opportunities to grow well. And that's why
Are we escaping from the fact that these greener pastures, these abroad countries have their own like governmental issues too
Bro.
that don't come
I know what you're about
you
to
live
say.
in Nigeria.
I know
Yeah.
that
Bro.
you're about to say that,
Bro.
oh, their government issues aren't as much as ours, but hello, hold on there. Need I remind you that the mere thought of having to leave your country is a mindset.
Okay.
You cannot leave you cannot leave your country without having the thought of leaving. You cannot leave your country without having a plan. That is the mindset. That has nothing to do with the government.
so.
Nothing,
but
absolutely.
why do you think?
And that people who go there, they don't go there because nobody's suffering there. There are still poor people in every single country that exists on this earth. There are still poor people, and that is what not because of the government, but because of their mindset. They
So-
have better government than us, but why? They're still poor
Yeah,
because they don't
Shaz
think.
Brother, Shaz
They
Brother.
don't reason.
Okay, wait, chill. So you're saying that the government has nothing to do with our poverty?
Not the government
Yes or
has
no?
nothing,
No,
but
yes
we
or
have
no?
a
No,
choice.
please, no, listen.
We
No,
have a
question, yes
choice.
or no?
I think you should allow him speak.
No, yes or no? Does the government have a hand in our suffering? Yes or no? Is it yes or no? Just answer yes or no. Please tell me yes or no.
Yes.
Thank you. So does that in any way add to my point that I'm saying that poverty is as a result of government failure?
Why
Now
are
the
you
question is to
forgetting
what
the
degree?
fact?
Listen, the question is to what degree?
Why are we
To a
forgetting
greater
the fact
degree.
that you have a choice?
You have a
You
choice.
have a
You have a
choice.
choice, but we
When
are
you
suffering
say
from
it's a government
insecurity.
problem, it's
For
like
crying
you
out
don't
loud,
have
we're
a
not
choice.
secured. Have you forgotten that Nigeria is not secured? Have you forgotten that so many investors are running away from Nigeria
Are you
because
aware?
Nigerian government is not trying? Like literally, we're going through a lot. What are you saying? Why are you doing as if you don't know the government? It's as if I feel like she's an APC agent. Come on, I feel like she's supporting the government now.
Really?
Because it's becoming crazy.
I never
came out here to guys.
I think he has a point.
I never came out here
Come on.
to say the
Yeah.
government is
You're
good.
literally supporting the
I
government.
never
You're
said-
saying, regardless
I
of what the
never
government
said-
does.
No, she's not supporting the government.
I never
Like,
said
she's
the
like,
government
for
is
every situation you find yourself,
The
there's
way
a
you
mindset
think
towards it.
matters. I'm not saying that the government is doing so absolutely well.
Yes,
You're doing a
yeah.
terrible job, in fact,
Facts.
if you ask me. But
So-
that does not
and they're because of
justify
poverty, right?
That does
Are they
not
because of poverty?
justify poverty.
Come on.
It doesn't justify poverty in any way. The way you think does. The way you think, the way you reason, it does justify poverty.
For a poor man, you know that you have nothing, but then again, you decide to go and get married. Not just that, I'm not saying a poor man shouldn't get married, but you get married and then you start having children like a rat. What the hell is going on?
Okay, I have a
You
question.
know you don't have the funds to take care of these kids. And then you open your mouth and you say, oh, the government is just so bad. Did the government tell you to have 25 children? Did they?
And who told you to having 25 children was a crime?
Having 25
Actually,
children is not a
actually,
crime, but it's the cause
actually.
of their poverty. We're not talking about crimes here, we're talking about poverty.
Okay, Ms. Ben, I have a question for you. If two people grow up in the same country, in the same bad governance, in the same circumstance and everything, and one succeeds and the other does not, like, what did the other one that succeed, like, what did he do differently?
He thought differently.
Like, in what way? Like, I want you to enlighten us, like, in what manner,
Okay.
what are the moves, what are the steps to,
Let's say, for instance, two people come from a very poor background.
yeah,
They don't exactly have anything. They weren't born with a silver spoon. No spoon, in fact. But one person says, there's no school in my village. What do? I should probably do something. I should probably start a business. I should probably tell people about, like, look for things I can do. There are people who draw. There was a man in Bayelsa State, a young boy, who could craft things from bottles. Nobody took him seriously, but hello, he's now an international brand on his own. Because he didn't sit there and wait for the government to get better. He fought. Now that's the difference between the both of them. The other one probably sat down and said, oh, the government is bad, what do you want me to do? I can't do anything. I can't do anything, there's nothing I can do. And the other fought. He reasoned. He made sense out of when there was no sense at all. He made sense out of no foundation. Life itself is a foundation. Life itself is a reason for you to be able to think, not the government.
Mr. Manfo, what do you have to say about this?
The government has failed, and that is the result of poverty. Facts. There's nothing anybody will say. That's my point.
Okay,
That's
so
my
I think
understanding.
this is becoming very heated right now. Are you broke because it's your fault or it's government fault? Please tell us in the comment section. Thank you. This is the end of Mindset vs. Reality. That's what we want to talk about in the next episode. Thank you.